welcome to my YouTube channel Custom Viking. Today we're taking a look on this little beast here, devil horn from Work Tough Gear, designed by Eric from out of Limitless. With Glenn I ordered a knife from Work Tough Gear and he sent this knife to me to test, and I will give it a good test today, guys. I have mixed opinions about this knife here, but first and foremost, the size of it. The size for me is a little bit, what can you say, to the smaller size, because when I wear something like this, I always take a folder knife with me. But in this case here, with this fixed blade and the shape of it, I really begin to like it. And because I like it too much, it is on my chest rig. And it's easy to grab and use when I need it. And let's take a look at the blade, guys. Look at this. This is the version with the tiger stripes in the blade, and also this brown micarta there. I really love this shape here. And look at that tip. You have a secondary grind there that go out, and you have a good fat amount of tip there. So that's something that is awesome. I could see in other reviews that people, I'll not say complain, but they have some issue with the handle size, and it's a little bit the same for me. But I am lucky in this case because I have big monster hands but slim fingers. So for me, this knife here fits very tight and good in when I hold it. And no one pick a knife up and hold it like this. You hold it even like this, or reverse grip like this. And this knife here come easy around in my hand with this type of handle here. You can say if I want something a little bit different for my hand, only for my hand, guys, this one here maybe can go a little bit further out. So this is more, what can you say, angled up here. That would be easier for me, but that's just a small detail. Today there will not be a much, what can you say, yabbly yap, because this knife here, there are already now 8 or 10 review on it. What people cut some paper or tell about the knife and size and thickness and weight and something like that. For me today, I will take this knife through, what can you say, devil horn. So and somehow I will take it to hell, and I will try to do that in what can you say, maybe 8 or 10 minutes hard test. So I will come back after that. And there are something more, guys. This kitey sheet here, this is awesome. It fits very tight in it, and you have a good hold. So no matter if you want to put it in there, take it there, or you want to carry it different ways in your pants and everything, this sheet here will do the job. And there are some clips with it also. So in somehow you can say, when I grab the knife, it feels a little bit, a little bit small, but the more I use it, it grows on me because it has some length to it also. And with this, what can you say, the way this is shaped, you have a little bit more of, what can you say, you have a little bit more mass in here. So this is not a big chopper, guys, but you can really do something with this knife here. And okay, let's see. I remember maybe, I think, now I don't have my glasses so I cannot see the steel, but I think this is maybe boiler 329, but I can't. No, there it is. I can see it without my glasses, guys. Sorry. Yes, let's go on and test this. You can see now I have thrown as a throwing knife, baton with it. I have thrown as a spear, and normally guys, when something bent for me is when I throw it as a spear, but when I stand on the knife, this bent slightly, and that's because this is not because I want to take it away or anything, but it's because when the blade is so short and so thick, you don't have the same flatness, and also this type of steel, you don't have the same flatness in it. But when this video here is finished, when I'm finished testing guys, I will bend this back to 100% straight, and I will show you how. So yeah, there you can see it. I hope you can see it, it bent a little bit, but no worries, we will keep. As you see before, this knife here bent a little bit when I stand on it, and I'll show you how you can bend something like this back without any issues. And we will try, it's the same procedure, but you have to not only take the knife in here but all the way in. So let's try it again. And you can say this is another test to the heat treatment, and also the build quality of this knife here. Maybe I think now it's probably bent back, and this is why I do these tests here. Not because I want to destroy the knife, but see if the heat treatment and the steel is working good together. And it is hard in. There you go. It is now slightly bent to the other side. We'll try, see if I can hit the same hole there. And you can say every time you bend it back, you take a little bit away from the knife, and that's true. But let's see. Yeah, now it's 99.9% straight. And maybe it needs a little bit. Not much, just something like that. Yeah, now it's good to go. There you have it guys, the test from, you can say, the devil horn is tested to the devil's hell and back again, and it made it. And this knife here, I was brutal with it, because this is not made for heavy betoning like I did. This is not made for throw as a throwing knife, but you can throw it. It's a pretty good throwing knife, and it is nice. The problem with the throwing it, when you don't hit your target, it can easily break something or bend, but it's a very easy to throw. You have this handle here is coming nice out of your hand, so that's something I think that is awesome. And I throw it as a spear, and when you throw this knife as a spear guys, this is this is good for me to see if you can hunt with it, and you can hunt with a knife like that. And that's something, when you have a small knife and you bind it to the stick, you have something with a longer reach. You can defend with it against animals or what else come at you, and you don't need a long, big, heavy knife. You can do this defense with a short knife when you have this spear attachment, and of course you can throw it and hunt with it or kill something with it if you want. And that's something that is awesome with this. And it has this nice big lanyard hole here when you so attach it to the wood, and you can go around there at the back and tie it up, so you have a perfect attachment to it. And you saw I stand on the knife and I bend it, but you had also see I bend it back. I will say now, if you can see it, it is, I will say 99% back to straight, 99.9 I will say. I don't think, no, maybe it has a slightly bent here, but that's nothing. No, that's no issue. That's no issue. And there's something I really like with these tensor points here. You have a strong tip, guys. You cannot, this is the strongest tip you can make on a knife with this tensor point here. And you saw I pry bar hard with it, and you can easily pry bar some wood up and start a fire. And again, and as I mentioned in all my videos, guys, I don't use my knife this hard when I go out hiking, but I like to know this knife can hold up. And this knife here, yes, I know it bent when I stand on it. I am almost 120 kilos of pure Viking, guys. So of course this knife bent. If this knife here had the same shape, thickness, and all in all, but maybe have been 2 inches longer, it will never have bent, because you have some more flexion to it. So when I stand on a knife, it will just flex down, and I could not bend it. Of course, if I stand all the way to the stump, you can bend everything. But that's some case you can say, when you have a little tight, small prey barring knife, you can of course bend it when you put some heavy force on it. But I just bend it back and it's good to go, no problem. This is not, what can you say, a big minus for me. The minus for me has been if I have stand on a knife and it has break. This has been an issue. Or also if this Mikado will break or come loose, or anything happen with the steel. But as long you can, what can you say, bend the knife back, it is good to go. Every knife in the whole world you can bend if you put enough force on it. So yeah, that's awesome. This knife here, I really love this devil horn here. This is awesome little knife. This is not the knife I carry the most, because I have a folder in this size here I rather would go with. And also, you know me, guys, I'm to the bigger knife when I go out. But this is definitely something you can. I see this knife here more like, what can you say, the secondary wood knife you could use at the camp. And I am not showing in this video here, but there's a lot of videos, guys. You can really make some fine work with this knife here. You can make a fire, you can make some feathers, and you can make some small traps with it. And also when you have this tensor tip here, you can easily drill something with this knife here. Just keep going and going and going, and be careful, and you can drill a hole with it. So that's something that is also awesome. The only thing if you can say, I dislike with this knife here, the devil horn, I must say, it is the handle. As I mentioned at the start, I have big hands and slim fingers, so in somehow this knife here fits good in my hand and tight, and also in a defense purpose, as you saw. But the reverse grip is not good for me, because when I put the knife like this, I want it to be, if this knife here has 1 centimeter longer handle, it will have been perfect for me. And but you can say I'm not going out all day and just do like this. But when you have the choice, that will have been good for me if this has been a ½ inch longer, or 1 centimeter, if you can say. Because when I do like this hard in the wood, I feel a lot of shock, and that's of course also why the handle is small. You feel more shock in it, and when the blade is short, you also feel more shock in the handle. And you can say, if you want to compare, I don't know if you can compare this knife here, but when you have the Cold Steel AK-47 there, you can see they are amount the same size, but the blade length on these two, if you're taking for cutting, they are an inch longer on the devil horn, but you have a longer handle on the AK-47, and that's something I like, because when you have hands like me, this is awesome. You can fill your hand out like that, and that will be a little bit more issue with that. I have to squeeze my fingers all the time to have a good grip here. So, but there are something, there are plus and minuses to that, guys. All in all, a very awesome small EDC fixed blade knife. You can easily throw it. You can put this to hard task, guys. And this is not the only time I attach this to a spear and throw it, because that is awesome and that's funny, and it has some heft to it. And I really again love this throwing handle here, because it is easy to let go, so it would go out. And also now when Work Tough Gear begin to make these different patterns in the blade, this tiger stripe here, that's really looking awesome. And the build quality, guys, I think this is not maybe my #1 company in the whole world, but is in my top, not 5 but top 3, I'll almost say top 2 of the build quality of knives, Work Tough Gear, because there are some awesome what can you say, craftsmanship over it. And if I order 10 knives, they will come exactly the same, so you don't have something that is going wrong or bad. And I also think the price is still down. And there's something more. I really love Wick Lind, because he is not afraid to use what can you say, designer from all over the world. You don't have to be some high-end designer. You can, if you have some good idea, I think he will hear at it. So that's something that is awesome. Yes, all in all, guys, a good package. I think there are some still available on the Work Tough Gear homepage, and I will not be afraid to buy them. That is awesome knife. And for me, guys, as I mentioned, the only downside is the length of the handle, not the design of the handle. The design of the handle is awesome. I really love it, but the length of it, this 1 centimeter more, and it has been perfect. But you can sit with this knife here all night long with the camp and use it, and that's something that is awesome. Yes, let's take a last look on it. You have seen I hammered to the end there when I hammered in the stump and stand on it and attach it to a spear also, and I heavy beton with it, and there is no chipping anything with this spine, not spine there, edge there. That is flawless, 100% flawless spine. Look at it when the sun hit it. This mirror polish edge there, Work Tough Gear do is awesome. And the tip is 100% straight. There's no bending or twisting either. The only thing I have when I stand on the knife was the bending here, and that's because I'm heavy, guys. I was 90%, 100% sure this knife would bend when I do this test, but I bent it back at no problem. This knife here is 100% good as new. And this micarta here is holding up. I will say if you ask me what do I like best, micarta or G10, micarta is 100% the best material for me, because it is lighter than G10, and also because I love the way to hold on it. So if I have to choose, the micarta is best for me, but that is to you to decide what you like. And you can see there's no issue with this knife here. That is awesome. Yeah, I only have one thing more to say, and that is Happy New Year, guys, and I hope you all have a happy Yule, as we say here in the Nordic. And I only have one thing more to say: don't go hiking. Go hiking!